over here. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody on all of my social media platforms. Hello, Henry and Deaver. Hey, Leroy and Lisa. Y'all, if y'all, hey, Dino. If you, Tracy, come on in, y'all. I am here. And Leroy. God doggone Leroy. Let's make sure this is right. All right. No sound. You can't hear me. There's no sound. Wait. You said no sound. If you're on Facebook or YouTube watching this, can you type and let me know that you can hear me? You should be able to hear me. Let me know. And if you're watching this on Instagram, let me know if you can hear me. Why does it keep freezing up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to make sure you do because I have you can hear me? Okay. Because I have you can hear me. Okay. Thanks, Tracy. Y'all are giving me hearts on Instagram too. So you can hear me okay. Restart the live. Okay, let me restart it. It keeps freezing up over here. All right, hold on. I got to start it, have to start it over again on Instagram because it's freezing up over there. But y'all, my special guest is already here. I have something really cool to share with y'all. So if you're on your Facebook and stuff like that, share it really quick. Share it, share it, share it so we can get everybody up in here. And I'm going to discard this video right here and restart it. No, Mary J. Blige, I'll talk to you in a minute. Let's try this again. Just go live. It'll be fine. I can label that later. Okay. There we go. Is that better? Please tell me that's better, y'all. On Instagram, at least. Come on back to the party. Come on back to the party. Let me know that that's legit. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. So welcome to Thursday, Naked Truth Thursday. It is been a hell of a day and a hell of a week for me in a good way, in an amazing way. So, yeah, I got my pre-order link for my next single. I have it. I'll post it tomorrow. I was going to post it tonight, but I'll post it tomorrow. I have my special guest here, getting ready to shoot the music video for my next single. I am hella excited about everything that's going on. Excuse me. What you should do right now is hit the share button. If you're on Instagram, share with your friends, and like right now. And if you're watching this on any of the Facebook pages, share with your friends right now because my girl is here. And I was going to do a whole lot of talking at the top, but I'm not because I have a feeling that once we get started, you're going to have a ton of questions. And I want to make sure that I get all of your questions in. I'm going to ask some questions too, some stuff that I just want to know. But I kind of preempted you guys a couple of weeks ago, and you was like, bring her on. We want to know, because you guys always ask about my skin and my skincare routine, male and female, and she works with everything and everybody from any kind of situation. Uh, Again, I'm gonna get to her in a second. So there we go, looking good, looking good, looking good. Hey, girl, I see you tomorrow at the show. Thank you. Share, share, share. Let everybody know we're here and I'm on time. Y'all might not know what to do because I'm actually on time today. So, uh, some housekeeping really quick. Number one, y'all know my drummer, right? My drummer, Arthur Thompson. Y'all have seen him play with me a million times, and I've posted his photos and everything 1,000 times too on all of my social media. He has a song out right now and it's called Smile, and I'd love for you to support it. Arthur Thompson, Smile. The music video is on YouTube already. He has Mindy Abear playing on there, but Arthur Thompson, Arthur Thompson, Arthur Thompson. Support my friend because my friend supports me. Anytime I call, and if he's not booked already, he shows up to play drums for me. Okay? So support my friend, Arthur Thompson, and the name of his song is called Smile. Okay. Housekeeping number two. Tomorrow morning, or maybe even tonight, we'll see how this goes. I told you I'm so excited about everything that's happening with my new song, and it's not even out yet. Um, I'm so happy that things are just getting bigger and better and better and bigger. And that includes me. That includes me as my own engineer. That includes me as a vocalist. That includes me as a performer, songwriter, producer, all those things just getting better and better and bigger and bigger. So I really want you guys to support it. It's my baby, literally from the inception, conception, no misconceptions about it. I did it, and it's my heart and my soul. And I brought some friends along to make my vision come to life. And I think it's absolutely amazing. So when I put up this pre-order link, it's smooth and it's sexy. Okay. I'm slowly but surely continuing to reveal parts of me. All right. So when I put up this pre-order link tonight or tomorrow, it doesn't matter. I'm going to bombard you with it. Click it, save it, click it, save it, all of the above. All right, enough of me for tonight because it's Thursday and it's Naked Truth Thursday. Y'all know why I started doing Naked Truth Thursdays because I wanted to help people. I know a lot of amazing people in this world. And it started from me telling people about who I was because people said they knew my resume, but they didn't know me as a person. So here I am after a 14-song album that came out in 2017. Each week I went live, got my glass of wine, and told the exact truth behind how the story came to be. Heartbreak, broken heart, the heart got mended, life sucks, but I'm gonna pull myself together again. You ain't got no real friends, but these are your real friends. My songs told true stories. And here we are in 2023. I've picked it back up because everybody was like they were missing it over the past couple. I stopped maybe midway last year. So this kind of was going on for about 5 years, 14 weeks from 14 songs on an album went to about 5 years of Naked Truth Thursday. And I'm going to continue to bring on my amazing friends to help tell the truth. No judgment. This is all out of love and out of good hopes to help somebody else along the way. And to promote people. Reason why I say promote people, because y'all know me. Even if I know them, I'm not bringing them on here just because I know them. I bring them on here because their products or their services are actually good. And on top of that, you know me even more when I say they're actually great people too, because I care more about that. All right. So this next person, not next, the only person I'm bringing on today. It doesn't matter whether you're a guy or a girl, whether you're older or younger, whether you're black, white, Asian, Chinese, Filipino, Latino, Mexicano, pick one. I don't know. Doesn't matter. She does everybody, okay? She literally has a 5-star rating. 5-star rating on Yelp, Google, Angie's List, and Facebook. She was voted the best facial, best brow shaping, best skincare therapist, and the best day spa. Okay. Okay. So who I'm bringing you is, let me just, if you're watching this on Instagram for the best experience, please go to Facebook, Erin Stevenson Music, or watch it on YouTube, Erin Stevenson Music. You will be able to hear her right here. And if you have questions, if you're watching this on Instagram, if you have questions, I will be able to read them for you. So you can hear her, but you won't be able to see her. Now, everybody else, I am paying attention on Facebook, because I got about 3 Facebook pages running right now, and YouTube. I will read your questions too. But I want to make sure I show this before I get going. As you can see, hot list winner 2012, 2013, 2014. And that is 2012, 2013, 2014 best facials. And then we go all the way to 2023. That's how long she's been doing this. So I don't have no Rudy Poo. Y'all know I'm Texas. Don't play with me. I did say Rudy Poo. So she's not a Rudy Poo person that I'm bringing on here to tell you guys what she knows and to help whatever situations you may have. Even best brow studios in LA, Los Angeles. Not in her house. Best brow studio in Los Angeles. She made that list. Okay, you guys. So I'm about to bring on my dear friend. We're going to call her B because the name of her salon, and I don't want you to forget, is Beauty by B. And that's B-E-E, like, bzz, honeybees, bees, and stuff like that. She's real cute. Okay, she's real cute. Okay, and sweet, but she's super cute. You're going to love her. I told you we're going to love her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Beauty by B with me. Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, friend.
You have been booked up so crazy because y'all, I was trying to get her about 2 or 3 weeks ago, was it? But she was booked up. And you see what time they're saying hello, B. They're saying hello, B. They're saying hello to you.
Hi, friends.
So I was y'all know I go live at 6 p.m. She was booked up pretty much every Thursday, of course, even throughout the week. Even at 6 p.m., she was booked up. Okay. So this was the first Thursday that I could get her to be free, to get her on here to talk to y'all and to get some questions answered that I want to know. And she works on this face. This face. I remember the first time I found you, I was doing Google searching like who, where we live. And I was like, where can I go? Because I will travel because this is all I got. It's all I got. Yeah. And your name and your studio just kept coming up. It kept coming up as like voted the best. It's the best. I was like, and I didn't go to anybody because you were booked up. And that's an amazing thing. We like that. That tells me stuff. I don't even eat at restaurants when nobody's in the parking lot. Okay.
That's
If
a
I don't
safe
see no
thing.
cars you either. Yeah.
No, that's frightening.
Yeah. If I don't see cars in the parking lot, I don't think I want to eat there.
Mm-mm.
So I was like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to make my appointment. And it was during the pandemic too. So things were,
Yeah.
weird with businesses and such. But honey, once I got in that chair and I met you as soon as you walked out the door with that beautiful smile, I was like, she is stuck with me. And I don't know if she knows it.
Oh.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself before I get into all of my good questions.
Mm. Well, I have been a skincare therapist since 2007. And I've been out here in the Riverside County area since 2010. That's when I opened Beauty by B Salon and Spa. So we've done a few changes because once upon a time we were full service where I had the hairstylist and the nails and all that fun stuff.
Mhm,
And then COVID happened. But it was a unique transition,
mhm.
but it was such a blessing in disguise because it really allowed me to come back to focus on what I love most, with my services and my clients.
Yeah,
So it's been beautiful.
beautiful. So do you
Yeah.
prefer to be called, because like some they say this, right? And because I don't want to demean anything or anyone. Like a lot of doctors' assistants sometimes know more than the actual doctor does because they kind of have to, depending upon what practice they're what kind of doctor they're working with, different types of practices.
Yeah.
So do you prefer to be called an esthetician or a dermatologist?
So a dermatologist is actually an MD with a specialty. I have definitely not been to medical school. I think I have in my mind. I feel like I have,
Not
but I
kind
have
of
not.
in the mind.
So typically, a skincare therapist or an esthetician,
Either one
personal
works for
preference.
you. What made you want to go into it?
So once upon a time, I had terrible skin. And I remember it, I mean, having acne, it's not fun. It's not fun for anyone.
Mhm,
And it's so hard because, what works for one person may not work for you, so on and so forth.
mhm.
And I remember my grandma took me into this junky little beauty supply, and this sweet old woman gave me this cleanser. And I was thinking in my mind, like, I've been to doctors, I've tried everything. This isn't going to work. And it did. So then it was like, wow, okay. Well, after that, my mom was like, I'm not buying that for you. That is way too expensive. I don't even buy me that good of stuff. And it was like, okay, well, I know this makes my skin better. So what do I got to do?
Mhm.
So I actually ended up getting a job at a beauty supply across the street from my house. And that was my first job. So it was really cool because I got to work not only with that line that helped me so much, but all sorts of lines. And then it was really neat because all these reps from all these companies, they want you to sell their stuff. So they're teaching you all this stuff. And then, the longer you're there, you start to see people come back in and they're like, that stuff really helped my skin. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, this is cool. I like this feeling. So I remember my grandma saying, you can't go to beauty school. And she would always sing to me the song from Grease, Beauty School Dropout.
Beauty school dropout. Yeah.
Yeah. So there wasn't much support in that department, but I knew if I was going to do it, I wanted to go, okay, I have to be serious. I have to go to the best school. I've got to do it up here,
Mm-hmm.
And so I ended up finding a really good school. Their curriculum was directly written by the International Dermal Institute. So it was good. It was good. And then from there, I went to makeup designery to do makeup and then realized I'm not cut out for LA. And then I came back and did this, and it's been wonderful.
I'm not cut out for LA either. Although I work there a lot, but I'm not cut out for it either, so don't feel bad. So with that being said, let me type this in because I have a very important question to get this thing going. So if you're watching this on Instagram, please watch this for the best experience to to see her and interact with her. Please watch this on Facebook, on Aaron Stevenson Music, on you. I'm just gonna put this up here for best experience. Please watch on Facebook, or YouTube. Thanks. Aaron Stevenson Music. EVENSONMUSIC, because I have a very important question that I'm about to ask you. And I think that everyone's going to want to hear what you got to say. All right. So let's get right to it. Do we really need everything that they sell us? Is it too much?
That is so funny. So obviously working in retail, you start to get regulars. And you're like, I just sold you a moisturizer. What are you doing here wanting another one? Oh, I need this and I need that. And the magazine told me this, but this friend said this. You're creating a product order, which right now it almost seems to be that's like, you've seen those people that post the pictures of all their makeup or all their skincare. And you're just like, Jesus Lord, do you actually use all of that? Like,
yeah, it's a lot.
That is quite unnecessary.
It's a lot. It feels like one big marketing scheme, but
it is. And that's the hard thing with the beauty industry. There's so much fluff. Can I use potty language?
It's Naked Truth Thursday. We do nothing but tell the truth around here. So it is okay.
There's a bunch of shit out there. And it kills me because I came out with my own product line because I was like, we need to simplify this. And even with my product line, people are like, why don't you have this? And why don't you have that? And you need to add this and you need to add that. And it's like, I want you to actually use what I'm giving you, what I'm suggesting for you. But if I throw 20 products at you, what are the chances you're actually going to do any of it, let alone all of it? People have lives. People have kids. They've got husbands. They've got houses. They've got stuff to do. They don't have time to spend 30 years every night in the bathroom doing their skincare stuff.
So is it actually like I know the hyaluronic acid and all that other, we could go down the list, coconut oil, shea, hyaluronic acid. Some things are natural, some things that, they are chemical makeups that they feel like you need. Please, let me just say this. Give me 2 myths that you would like to dispel right now. In your profession and all of your wisdom, the best of the best. You got 5-star ratings on everything, and your skin is actually flawless. What are 2 myths that and everybody, if there's a question that you'd like to ask, I am reading them. Instagram keeps freezing on me because every time I try to pin a comment to tell you guys where to watch it, it freezes. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say it one last time. If you're watching this on Instagram, watch this on Facebook, Aaron Stevenson Music, or go to my YouTube channel, Aaron Stevenson Music, for the best experience because you're going to want to see her. She's lovely. Okay. But if you are watching this on Instagram and you have a question, you see that question mark at the bottom of your screen, just type on it and I will ask your question for you to her because you can hear me. So if you have a question, male or female, I don't care. It does not matter. We all got skin and we all have issues. hit that question mark and type it in, and I won't forget. Everybody else over here, I see your question. I got a star by it, Lisa. I'm not going to forget it. If you have questions on Facebook or YouTube, I'm sorry, YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, on YouTube.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it. I haven't even had my wine yet, girl. Okay. So, 2 myths about skincare or products that you like to clear up. They got to pay for the rest of the 10 that you know, but 2 that you would clear up.
All right. One big thing is mineral oil. Every once in a while, I'll see something like on Pinterest or whatnot pop up, and people say, oh, mineral oil. Use mineral oil, petroleum-based products. Run so far. So far. And so many products have it not because of the quality of what it can give you, it's cheap. It's a cheap filler ingredient. So, for instance, most like Vaseline, it's petroleum. I know I'm breaking hearts here with people that are looking at their lotions like, no.
Lotions, I used to swear I have like 2 jars of petroleum right now in my restroom because I just swore that these legs, I'll put petroleum on these legs, and it's not doing anything that I think that it's doing.
No, it literally, imagine if you were to wrap saran wrap around your skin. That's what you're doing. You're not allowing your skin to breathe.
I'm suffocating my skin by doing that.
Yeah, and you basically are pushing fast forward on aging.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah. And it's so hard because it's such an easily manipulated product. Like in most foundations and stuff, there's mineral oil because it glides nicely. It feels thick. You think it's doing all these things, but no, they put it in there because it's cheap. But then anything else that's in there as well, that's nice.
Everything except for that. But that is what keeps it down for the production factor of it all. It keeps it cheap, spread it.
Baby oil, baby lotion, which is crazy because like that's on babies. Yeah. Literally, baby oil is mineral oil and fragrance. 2 things that are horrible for skin, let alone baby skin.
Are you serious?
The ugly side. Yeah.
I hope y'all are listening, especially y'all with babies. Oh my, Johnson & Johnson. Are you
and Johnson & Johnson, if you Google, they've gotten in some hot water.
They've been sued so many times.
It's because even like their baby powder, talc, like, but it's cheap.
Oh my Lord. Okay, what's the second? Lord, I got to write. I'm got to write.
That was my favorite one because that always sends people for a loop. They're like, wait, what?
Oh my God.
MAC makeup, mineral oil.
And somebody said, girl, throw that jelly in the garbage, Aaron. You ain't lying. It's got to go. I could go get it right now. And it causes you to age faster. I don't need no help with that.
I mean, and literally, it's just, you're basically dissecting what it is. It's an occlusive to the skin. Your skin can't breathe. The other one would be buying product in a jar. Think of it like this, okay? Where is the perfect place for bacteria to harbor? A dark, warm, moist place. Your jar of product. And even with that, like, they'll give you that sweet little plastic spatula. Oh, use that. But you're putting that spatula now on your hand, which is contaminating it. Or you don't even use the spatula because let's be real. We all know we don't use the spatula.
No, at all.
You stick your fingers in there. So now you've entered bacteria into that jar. And again, the perfect place for stuff to harbor.
Sit there and fester.
Yeah. And then you're rubbing that on your face, on your skin, whatever. Yeah. So never. And you'll notice that certain product lines won't use jars. But like what you said earlier about the marketing scheme, people see a jarred product and they think, ooh, it's luxurious. Yeah, they get you.
So tubes only are?
Tubes and pumps.
Tubes and pumps, but not a jar.
Yeah, no jars. And it's crazy because, La Mer, that's
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars in a jar.
Okay. There are questions coming in like crazy. My
Somebody's
first
gonna have a question and be like, my jar has petroleum and it's in a jar.
is terrible. Oh God. You already bust my bubble a couple times. And Jesus, like I feel like I got pearls. I need to do something. I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, and
Okay.
it's horrible because when I do the lip blushing treatment or the brow micro stroking, that's
Uh-huh.
one thing that I tell people to put on is the Aquaform that
Uh-huh.
has mineral oil in it. But I need it to be an occlusive because I don't want those scabs to come off. I want to keep that color in.
Got
But I
it.
always tell my clients, like, this is only for this reason. Don't keep using this.
You're actually using it for the purpose of suffocating, covering it up as a shield so that it does
Yeah.
come through.
Yeah.
Understood. Science. I'm there. I got it. Now that I know, I'm there. I hope y'all are too. So there's a question on um, Instagram. He said, "What about and everybody else? I am totally paying attention to your questions. I have questions from Lisa, from Jackson, from Mario, from Tracy, and Christine. I'm coming, y'all. So Drew asks on Instagram, he says, what about shea butter for the skin? Do you recommend that?
Shea butter is awesome. It's deeply hydrating and it's very healing to the skin as well. Shea butter, jojoba oil, sunflower oil. There's lots of other natural oils that are good. Coconut oil, I have feelings about. And I know it went through everyone was using coconut oil for everything, their hair, their skin, their cleaning products. Jesus Lord.
So no coconut oil.
No.
I literally just saw you. I'm gonna tell you why I know you're right. I wish I had it, but we're all the way live, so I'm not about to go find it. And I didn't have it pulled up because I just knew you were going to say that. However, I literally just saw a video on YouTube, and it was a lady with beautiful long hair, black chick, natural, gorgeous long hair. I'm saying that for a reason, because she said the worst thing you could put on your hair is coconut oil, and she said they keep promoting it to us, thinking that it's hydrating our natural. And she said it's absolutely doing the complete opposite. It's drying out our hair.
Coconut oil is also an occlusive. And it's the same thing, like
So
for darker skin, a lot of the products, a lot of the lotions, mineral oil, petroleum, coconut oil, because the way it feels. So it feels like, oh, that has to be hydrating. That has to be good.
oh my Lord. Okay. More questions. Let's get, look, Jay tonight. I'm running out to buy some tubes and pumps. Okay. Let's get some of these other questions asked. Lisa wants to know, what is a recommendation for over-the-counter skincare? I really like Survey. What do you think about that brand?
It's so hard because it's like I want to be respectful of, I always feel funny now that I have my own brand, of course. So it's like, I don't want to be like, everything else is terrible. You have to use what I tell you to use because only I know.
Right. But
it's not true. But CeraVe or Cetaphil, think about when you go down to the grocery store or you're at CVS or wherever, and you're going down the skincare aisle, and almost every bottle says dermatologist recommended. Dermatologist recommended. Number one, dermatologist recommended. Number one, wait,
well,
but
they
that's
all can't
wait.
be number one.
So, like with CeraVe or Cetaphil, there's literally nothing to their product. It's not going to help you. It's not going to hurt you. It really doesn't do a whole lot of anything. And it's crazy they're not super cheap either, which is
No, they're not.
wild.
Because I tried CeraVe and it's not cheap.
Yeah, which is mind blowing. But the reason that dermatologists will recommend CeraVe or Cetaphil, one, because people come in and say, here, we give you free samples and you will give this to your people. Two, they know that no matter what prescriptions, no matter what treatment, no matter what laser, whatever the heck they're doing to your skin, They know if you're using those products, you can't go home and hurt yourself essentially. So it's not going to counteract necessarily anything that they're doing to you, but it's also not going to do much to help you.
Lord.
I
Okay.
know. Skincare
Next.
is so hard because you could spend, like I said, $300 on a product, a jar of La Mer, and it's in a jar. And you could, then you could turn around and spend $14 on CeraVe, but you're still wasting $14. So it's like,
Oh God.
yeah, the beauty industry is tough.
You should see, like my leg over here is just wiggling underneath this table because I'm so blown up right now. Lord, gee. Okay, more questions, and here we go. The next question is from Jackson. He says he wants to know if the hyaluronic acid is actually good.
Yes. But even that, you have to keep in mind, like, it's so frustrating when these Revlon, Olay, whatever, drugstore
Mhm.
brands come out with these products and say, look, we have hyaluronic acid and vitamin A, C, and E, and we do all this, and our cream's only this amount versus comparing it to something else that's, $40, $50, whatever.
Mhm.
Hyaluronic acid is amazing. It literally holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So it's literally a drink of water for your skin. However, they're not all created the same. And the content amount is not always the same. Is it diluted? Is it 100% pure? Well, where is it coming from? There's a lot of factors that even go into that. So when somebody says, oh, I buy this one and it's only, whatever. Okay. And I always tell my clients, like, if you like it, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you're dumb. That doesn't work. If you think it works for you and you are happy with it, I love that for you. But,
But
it comes back to that quality of ingredients. So it's like, okay, can you really put that quality of ingredients and then market it and sell for $7? I'd love to think so, but I don't think so.
everybody who's watching right now, you are listening to, she is literally uh, my esthetician, but she's also amazing. And aside from that, she's won so many awards for what she does and for her knowledge and those gifted hands. So we're using, I'm not going to say using, she's sharing her wisdom with us, just so you guys know. And I mean, like, again, best facial, best brow shaping, best skincare therapist. She's won all these things out here in LA, okay? The city of LA, Riverside County, the whole county, okay? So just so you know who you're listening to right now, we're talking to B. If you have questions, please type them in. There's still a lot coming in, and I'm going to ask them. If you're watching this on Instagram, watch it on Facebook, Erin Stevenson Music, or YouTube, Erin Stevenson Music. If you're not going to go over there and you want to stay over here, type your question in that question mark little box down there with the question mark down there, and I will read it for you. All right. So hyaluronic acid is a sticky situation. Next question.
I feel like none of my answers are like, yes, good for you. And I'm like, oh man, they're going to think I'm Debbie Downer over here, like busted everybody's bubble.
That's what I kind of need you to do, to tell the truth. It's what we do around here. Like my followers know we don't want no filibusters, no lies. Don't beat around the bush. Tell us the truth. Help us. Again, this is all in good, and nobody's going to judge you. In fact, they're going to love you. Don't be surprised if you get a bunch of new followers, and surprised if you get some people like, I'm booking my flight because I need to see what you're going to do with this face. Don't buy your products. We're going to talk about your products too. Okay. So another question. Feel free to be you, because they deal with this all the time, so it's okay. They've seen weirder, I promise. Just in me alone. Okay, so Mario says, I don't have them, but what actually causes pimples?
Oh, well, there's a list. It's everybody's different. So it could be hereditary. So that's always a tough one because sometimes people come in, they're like, I do everything right with my skin and I still get breakouts. And it's like, well, did your mom and dad have acne? And they're like, yeah. And it's like, tell them you said thanks.
Because they gave it to you.
Yeah. And that's like for me, I was so frustrated because I was like, I am doing everything right. I am doing, and I've got friends who sleep in their makeup, and why doesn't her skin look like this? And it's crazy how much of almost like even the psychological aspect that's affected when you get the pimples or the acne and stuff like that. It's really hard, especially like my teenage clients. Oh, my heart goes out to them because I know how they feel,
Mhm.
so it's like, but if your mom and dad or even one of your parents, if they had it, you may have it. And there's things you can do to help it, by drinking lots of water, taking certain supplements, and obviously still maintaining a good skincare routine.
Mhm.
But sometimes it just kind of is what it is. Stress, hormones, which that kills a lot of people right there because, people come in and it's like they're breaking out all right in here. It's like, well, there's your stress and hormone zone. Don't be stressed and don't be hormonal.
You can look at people's faces and see where their pimples are and tell what's causing their pimples.
Usually. Yeah. So like stress and hormone zone. Usually if somebody partakes, they drink like a little fishy. You're seeing a little ruddiness right in here. If they have sensitive lungs or they have asthma, you're seeing it right in here. Digestive issues, weird sleep patterns. So it's funny because like I just had a client in the other day and she was like, I don't know why I'm having these issues. It was like, do you have allergies? And she's like, I just reintroduced eggs into my diet. And it was like,
You might be
your
allergic.
skin says no.
Really? Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
But there's so many factors that go into pimples. Then on top of it, if you aren't washing your skin, if you are sleeping in makeup.
Girl, these questions are coming in, B. Okay. I'm going to get them in too. Hey, Johnny, I got you, love. Lisa, listen, Jackson and Lisa got a whole nother set of questions, but okay, let's, no, all right. Okay, I'm going to make sure I don't miss nobody. All right. Next question. We have Tracy. My question, I have set skin, and when I was pregnant, I developed melasma. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Oh,
Haven't found anything to help the spots go away. Any advice? Been suffering for so long.
melasma is tough. Literally, pigmentation, especially melasma, is probably one of the most difficult skin conditions to get rid of because think of your melasma essentially as being like a sleeping giant.
Can I ask you something? I'm sorry to cut you off. For
Yeah.
those of us who don't know, what exactly is melasma?
So,
You just said it's one of the worst skin conditions. We need to know what that is.
well, okay, pigmentation, when you start getting the darker spots, whether that be like people call it age spots
Mhm.
or sun spots, it's called pigmentation.
Okay.
Melasma kind of takes it to that next level to where sometimes you'll see like a pregnant woman and she looks like she has like the darker upper lip, or
Yep.
you'll see that darker pigment. They call it like a pregnancy mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's melasma, but it's not always caused by pregnancy per se, but because of your hormones being all over the place. Usually that's what wakes the sleeping giant. So even with that, you know, anytime that you're stressed, that can trigger melasma. Anytime that you're out in the sun, that can trigger melasma. And once it comes out and shows its face, it is so difficult to deal with. And it's so hard because, you know, like the United States is one of the last countries that has hydroquinone, skin bleaching,
Mm-hmm.
as a legal ingredient. Most other countries ban that ingredient because that's what it is. It's skin bleach. So,
That's a whole nother conversation about this whole skin bleaching trend
mhm.
that started to take place. That's a whole nother conversation. But go
Well,
ahead.
and what people will do is because even if you go to the dermatologist and you have melasma, usually they'll give you a hydroquinone cream, but you can only be on it for a few months at a time and you have to get off of it because it's so bad for you. So, and even if you do it and it helps, you're stressed again, your hormones get spicy again. Guess what's coming back?
It comes right back.
So it's hard. So I always tell my clients that have it, it's like, I know it sucks, but being mindful of exfoliation and definitely staying out of the sun and trying to, keep stress as low as possible.
That's about all you really can do, yeah?
Kind of. That's a tough one.
Okay, so Christine says, I use pure argan oil. What's your thoughts about
Oh,
that?
so funny because I remember when
On
Moroccan oil,
everything.
I remember when it first came out and I was like, what is this stuff? What does it do? Argan oil, I have to be completely honest, I only know by products that I've had my hands on. And it's funny because I want to say that it's similar to what I was saying before, where it's like you'll use one and you're like, oh, that works so nice. My hair feels lovely. My hands feel great. My skin feels lovely. And then you use another one, you're like, why is it so sticky? Why is this not the same? But I think maybe the quality can be different. For me personally, the only argan oil that I've ever really liked was the original Moroccan oil, argan oil. Anything else that I've tried, even from companies that I love,
Yeah.
yeah.
Another
So I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know enough of the science behind it to say yay or nay.
All right, we'll leave it at that. So, another question. What skincare product is good for men's skin that would help? Oh my God.
You want to look like Bradley Cooper? All right.
What's going to make him look like Bradley Cooper?
Well, he's my client, so no.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not
Oh
be
my
surprised.
God, I wish I'd be in trouble.
I just want to come sit at your doorstep while he walks. Can I just come sit outside? Let me know when he's coming. I just want to put him, be like, wave, be like, hey, you know.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. So, what's some good skincare products for men? Or does it matter?
So it doesn't matter if it's for men or for women. Skincare is skincare. No matter if it's on a man's face or a woman's face, it doesn't matter. But typically, for anybody, men or women, good cleanser, good exfoliator, good moisturizer. Those are your three staple products that you need.
Say
For
that one more.
men, oh,
Say that one more time for people who might a good and a good and a good and a good.
so a good cleanser,
Mm-hmm.
a good exfoliator, which is a scrub or some sort of exfoliating product, and a good moisturizer. Those are your three best friends. So for men, obviously, they've got thicker facial hair, things like that. So for them, I know they get addicted to that scrub. They want to feel the feel, which
Mm-hmm.
is great, but you don't ever want to over exfoliate your skin either. So if you're over exfoliating your skin, now you're opening up the doors to the dehydration factor. You're opening the doors to the sensitivity. And then your skin's going to produce more oil because it's trying to compensate. And you just start this snowball effect. So you have to have balance.
So, in regards to this question, because I once read a study,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit of a nerd girl. So, I
I
once
love
read
it.
a study that they're pretty much upselling, like, let's just say, like deodorant,
Mm-hmm.
strong enough for a man, pH balance for a woman. Like, it really doesn't even matter. See? So, they, oh, okay, okay, okay.
Doesn't matter.
It does not. They just upsell women because they know we'll pay more for beauty products.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for your honesty. Okay. All right. Next question. Yep. All right. Johnny says, hey, you. He says, a friend recently scratched a skin tag off of his neck and started bleeding. Another friend told him to use BioFreeze for skin tags. Is that actually good advice?
I'm not a dermatologist, but I've never heard that before. I would suggest to his buddy, if he's got a skin tab that's big enough that it's bleeding and having issues, he should probably go see a dermatologist just to make sure that everything's okay.
But do you know what about biofreeze? How do you feel about biofreeze?
I don't use it personally. I definitely don't have it in my treatment room. So it's not something that I'm personally hands on with. So I wouldn't say, yeah, it's great or don't touch that stuff.
Leave it alone. Okay, so go see a dermatologist before you put the
Probably.
biofreeze on. When they say put some Windex on it.
Yeah, seriously. God. Put toothpaste on it. I'm like, no, please don't.
But it'll be fine. Just put a Windex
Mhm.
on it. All right. So the next question. Oh, wait. Okay. I have a young 10-year-old and she has eczema and sensitive skin and is breaking out with pipes around her scalp. She also gets hives. We have been using Aveeno. What ingredients should we avoid if we look for a new product?
Oh, sweet baby. It's so hard when they're little like that because it's like, you know that they're so self-conscious about it, which
Yeah.
kills, of course, mom. But at the same time, it's hard too when they're that little because mom's sitting there saying, "Are you washing your face? Are you taking care?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, sure." Yeah. Okay. So that's a tough one. But Aveeno is made by Johnson and Johnson.
Back to Johnson and Johnson. Goddamn Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, and they thought they were slick coming out with Aveeno and it's natural. There's nothing natural about Aveeno at all. Look at those ingredients. It's about this long of a list. Like, it smells lovely.
Oh my
I
word.
know. I will say I like their colloidal bath mix. I do like that.
That's about it.
But that's about it. But for anybody that has eczema or sensitive skin, finding a product that is pH balanced is everything. Because your skin has a barrier on it. It's called the acid mantle. Basically protects your skin from life, free radicals, pollutants, all sorts of stuff, just the junk in the air. When you're using something that is not pH balanced, you strip yourself of that barrier. So when you strip your skin can't reproduce water. It can only reproduce oil. So your skin will overproduce oil to try and compensate. Well, her oil may have like pee causing bacteria, which causes breakouts. Her oil may be causing those blackheads. You're starting again that snowball effect on the skin. So finding something that's pH balanced, no fragrance, no artificial coloring, things like that. And for her, colloidal oatmeal, chamomile, willow extract, things like that. That'll help soothe her skin so that it's not so, because right now her skin's just angry. It's just fighting back. And that's a huge thing too. Like, you have to work with your skin because if you're not working with your skin, you will lose every time.
It's pretty much a losing battle, you say, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. And you also have to remember there's your skin type, the skin you were born with. So
Mm-hmm.
oily skin, dry skin, whatever. And then there's your skin condition, acne, eczema, things like that, where it's like, that's not the skin you were born with. That's your skin reacting to something that's making it angry.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Another question. Should serums be kept in the fridge?
No. Who told you that? No,
Me?
I mean, okay, so there's little skincare fridges that became like a hot minute thing that was super cool. Certain products can go into the refrigerator and they're fine. Certain products you don't want to put in the refrigerator because it may ruin the way that they're compromised, how it's put together essentially with all the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Consistency or something like for how they want it to work.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, I mean, whatever floats your boat, but realistically speaking, if you want your skin to be cold, ice your skin or buy one of those jade masks. Like that's what I use on my facial mask. I'll put their facial mask on. And it's funny because even that, which is at room temp,
Mm-hmm.
people say, "Oh, it's cold." And I'm like, sure. But then I put over it a jade stone mask and that has a cooling effect. And people really like that.
Okay, so there are more questions, but I promised to keep you for only an hour. Oh, wait, I do have to ask this question because I want to know the answer to this. I do got some more questions, but uh, they're quick round answer questions that
Okay.
I want to know the answers to. But this one here, I got to ask. What are your thoughts about micellar water? I want to know that too. Someone who has to wear makeup every day or all the time. It's a quick, what do you think about that?
Um, well,
Come
my
on,
thing with,
let's take
okay,
us a bubble.
my makeup wearers or my people with oily skin, like, you need to think of it like this. Like, oil binds to oil. Oil and water separate. So most foundations and stuff, they have oil in them. A lot of lotions have oil in all the things. So if you just use a regular cleanser, how many times do you wash it off and then you're like, why is there brown on my towel?
Yep.
Because it's not cutting through whatever's in that makeup, whatever's in that sunscreen, whatever's in it. Where if you're using a cleansing oil, I've never used the micellar water, so I am not. I'm a sucker for my oil cleanse, so that's where my lane is. Because, like, I remember when that first came out, and I was like, I have oily acneic skin. I am not putting oil on my face. And then I did, and I was like, oh, it's life changing. So if you're not oil cleansing, you need to oil cleanse.
And again, how do we oil cleanse?
So literally, it's a cleanser that is in oil form. So it seems weird. It seems so wrong. And you do it on dry skin. So it comes out like an oil. You do it on dry skin. You manipulate it around. You put your hands under the water. You manipulate it around. And it'll literally turn into like this milky, you can see it literally disintegrating whatever's on your face. Then you use your actual cleanser. And the cleanse you get is you'll never go back.
So I have to talk about one that I use because I remember when I first came to see you, I was in a panic thinking my skin was having a whole situation because I was in makeup and sweat every day. And I was like, my skin's gonna kill me. And I was like, I'm waiting till I get to her. And you asked me what product did I use to take off my makeup? And I think it's called Erase Today, Take Off the Day, something like that, the day to night, whatever. But you can get it also, but it's oil based. And what it does is exactly what you said. It's you take it, rub it. It's like a balm, and you rub it.
Yeah.
You don't have to like what's the word what I want to use? You don't have to aggravate your skin to get your
No.
makeup. You just literally like a massage, and then it turns into an oil, creamy, milky, and then it just wipes
It just
right.
emulsifies the junk off your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. And I
Well,
went.
and that's a huge thing too with cleansing. So many people are marketed that, oh, you need to use this brush. Ooh, look at this. Or, ooh, you need that. No, the only thing that you should ever use on your face are your fingers. Because, like what you just said, you don't need to aggravate your skin. You don't need to aggravate your skin. You don't need to get crazy. You just be kind. It's the only face you have. Be kind. Because you have to think about even those brushes and stuff, it's going to harbor bacteria. That's all that little bristle is doing. And then you're just rubbing that back on your skin over and over and over again. And you shouldn't be physically exfoliating every single day. You will over exfoliate and cause problems.
So, okay. So now to my quick questions. How often should we exfoliate? Because that was one of my questions.
So depending on what the exfoliant is, I feel so bad because all your questions, it's like, here's the question, here's all the answers. It's like the spider web effect. So, like with my exfoliant, it is a physical exfoliant because people they like feeling the scrub. You feel satisfied with it. I get that. I have oily skin. I get that. But I usually say start off at once a week, work your way to twice a week, no more than 3 times a week.
Really? Okay.
And only at night. You only exfoliate at night.
Really?
Yes. These girls on YouTube that say, oh, exfoliate before you put your makeup on. It's great. Why would you exfoliate just to put all that stuff on it?
Up in there.
If you're exfoliating at night, you have to think about it. Like at night, your body goes into repair mode. Your skin goes into repair mode. So when you're exfoliating, you're allowing anything you do after that serums, concentrate, moisturizer, whatever, to do their job that much better. And you're allowing your skin to utilize all those wonderful ingredients to do its job that much better.
Next question from Jay. What about disposable face cloths?
If he's referring to like makeup wipe disposable face cloths or like those Norwex ones.
I think makeup removal.
Those have so much extra crap in them that no, they cause more sensitivity than anything else. And then especially because people will like scrub with it and their skin, it's like, no, just don't.
Interesting. Okay. Should serum, oh, I asked that one. So back to exfoliating really quick then. Do you think, make sure I get this up here. Speaking of exfoliating, because this I've seen debates about this. Do you wash first?
Yes.
Or do you exfoliate first?
Wash
and then exfoliate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because think about it. Like, because even when they have, like, there's a product line that I used to love, and they've switched hands, so they do things differently now. We've separated our ways, but they did have a product that came out that was an exfoliating facial mask. You leave the mask on, and then you can exfoliate away. The steps that you're supposed to do is you cleanse, you exfoliate, you tone, you do your mask, serum, moisturizer, so on and so forth. So why would you mask when you're exfoliating? You're getting rid of dead skin cells. You're allowing that beautiful, fresh, smooth skin. So when you put your mask on, it's actually getting to what you want it to get to. So if you're flipping those two steps, how does that make any sense? Or say what you were saying where you exfoliate first and then cleanse. So you're going to have makeup on your face, start to exfoliate, get that skin all pretty. You're not even getting to the good stuff. You're still on that layer of makeup. So you're not even allowing that exfoliant to really do its job efficiently. You always want to start with a clean canvas.
Okay. So back to Jay. Jay said that it's the Clean Skin Club.
Clean Skin Club. I don't know what that is.
Back to the cloths.
Sorry, Jay. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. Tell you what, I will look into Skin Clean Club. Skin Clean Club. Skin Clean Club. I have to remember that.
Actually, it's backwards. Clean Skin Club.
Shit. Good thing you said it, because then I'd be like, I don't even know what this guy's talking about.
It's a tongue twister. Clean Skin Club.
Clean Skin Club. I will look into it.
Oh, wait, sis. It's a disposable skin cloth from Amazon.
I don't know. It sounds like almost like the Norwex thing. That's what it reminds me of, but I could be wrong. So I will look into it, and then I will let you know, Jay.
Jay Tyler. All right. Another question. Trinitin A, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Does it really, here she, oh, this is good. We're good. Does it really help skin cell turnover?
So anything that's a vitamin A derivative, that's what vitamin A does. It exfoliates your skin. That's all it does. So retin-A's, retinols, tretinoin, whatever. It's a vitamin A derivative. However, you have to be really cautious with vitamin A products. So like one of the peels I do in my treatment room, it's got vitamin A to exfoliate, vitamin C that goes after that pigmentation and tries to disperse it, and then vitamin E to help really nourish the skin. So I like that one because vitamin A is pretty ruthless on the skin because it's just exfoliating. There's no mercy, there's no fluff, there's no cherry on top. That is its job, and that's that. So you'll see like, especially clients with acne, they go to the dermatologist. That's a huge one that dermatologists will offer, because when you have such a buildup on your skin, you just need that help, with that slough off. Or even for people, their cellular turnover rate is so flippin' fast that they're not exfoliating enough. So like on darker skin tones, you'll even start to notice like the gray around the nose or around here. All that is a buildup of dead skin cells. That's all that is. And that's why you see it right in here, because right in here, your nose and around your chin, that's where you have the most sebaceous activity. That's where you have the most oil production.
True.
So, especially when, if you don't exfoliate or if you over exfoliate, because a lot of the products they have, it's an exfoliating soap. So they're using it every day. You can't do that. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So vitamin A is good cautiously.
Lord, you are like bursting so many bubbles today. So don't use exfoliating soap every day thinking you're really doing something to your face. You're tearing it up.
Yes. Like, I think the perfect one that came out that really showed people that was when St. Ives came out.
Uh-huh.
And everybody at some point in their life has used St. Ives. When I had bad acne, I would use the St. Ives and then I would take rubbing alcohol and I would put it on a washcloth and I'd sit there. And I just remember it burning so bad, but thinking like, if I could exfoliate enough and clean it and then do this, I'm going to purify it.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah. And then I see these lovely little wrinkles and I'm like, shit, I know what that's from.
You think it's from that. So it's great transition by accident. So wrinkles. Honey, yes, Lisa. I use that apricot scrub too. I used to use it too. Say that.
We all did. They got us. Damn it.
I can't even lie. I had to just throw it away. I remember I bought one too, and it was it's almost as if they forgot to say, hey, we need to grind it a little bit more. It was like rocks on I said, okay.
Literally, it's ground up apricot kernels. If you were to put a magnifying glass to your skin after you do it, all there are microscopic fissures on your skin. Mm-hmm. So people would say, oh, but your skin's so soft afterwards. Yeah, because your skin's freaking raw. But the next morning, it's uber greasy, it's uber red, it's uber sensitive. And it's like, well, I hope your 10 minutes of super soft skin were worth it.
Okay. So speaking of what we're talking about, keeping this going, because I want to know, with getting older and fine lines and wrinkles and such like that, and again, back to all the skincare products, does anything really help that, or is it literally just age gracefully and take care of yourself?
I mean, really, that has a lot to do with it. But again, there's so many factors that go into aging. What does your mom look like? What does your dad look like? If your people look beautiful and youthful, tell them thank you, because that's going to help you a lot. But, for yourself, you have to be mindful of exfoliating. You have to be mindful of taking care of your skin. Like, if you're not taking care of it, it could be better. Why wouldn't you? I think that's just silly. Yeah. But as far as, products that say that they can do all these magical things, I would love to say, yes, if you buy this, it's going to work. You got to work at it, and, I always feel sad when like a client comes in and, let's say mid 60s, grew up in Arizona, hanging out in the river her whole life. And she comes in and she says, look at these deep wrinkles. Can we do anything about that? Lady, that's 50 years of sun exposure.
It's done. It happened. Yeah.
Kind of, and that's when it is a more severe case. That's when it's like, Botox, or if you feel comfortable going there, that's kind of going to be your instant gratification. But if you are being mindful of taking care of your skin with good serums and good moisturizers, good exfoliants, good skincare products, can you diminish the appearance? Absolutely. Or even the fact of drinking lots of water, keeping your skin hydrated, because I always say there's crinkles and there's wrinkles. Because you think about it, like, think of like a desert and the cracked ground on the desert. As soon as you pour water on that, it all smooths. Your skin does the same thing.
That's a great analogy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you do what you do. Willie wants to know, what can you do for dark spots on your forehead?
Exfoliate and sunscreen.
Do you recommend a good sunscreen?
Sunscreens are so hard because what works for one person, the next person will be like, oh, my skin burned, or it's so hard because I always say a physical sunscreen is great, but usually there's the ones that leave that white residue.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, well, shoot, if you've got any tan at all to your skin, it doesn't look so cute.
No.
So I have seen a few of them, and I'm actually playing with one right now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a powdered sunscreen, and I think I like it. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything quite yet. This is new. Like literally, I just got it like a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
So, but I like it because
You
for
saw me
me,
about to ask. Oh,
well, because for me, I'm super sensitive.
mm-hmm.
So a lot of them, like I'll notice that I'll get super like teary eyed, and I'm like, why am I crying right now? But it's something in that sunscreen. So it's like, oh, that's what it is. But for me, I don't like physical, like the heavier ones, which are
Yeah.
ideal for sensitive skin. But then because my skin is sensitive with acne, I'm like, oh, this feels too heavy. So I like those powdered. I think I do. I don't know.
So what
We'll
you
come
say?
back to it.
What about a good exfoliator that you could recommend for him?
Of course, I'll say my own. It's called Let's Get Physical.
We're gonna get to your products too, by the way. But you said your own is called Let's Get Physical,
Mm-hmm.
and you do ship, you do mail, right?
I do. I think I have to move. I have 2% battery. Holy smokes.
Oh, that it is 7:09. I have kept you past your time.
I know. Oh my goodness.
But the questions keep coming in. Okay, I'll make it quick then.
Whoa.
Oh man.
It's my first time. It's my first time.
Okay. Willie.
No.
X. So we got to get Willie exfoliator. And we got to get Jay. Jay, what was Jay's question? I want to make sure I get the face cloths. That's right. Disposable Amazon face cloths. Cloths. Why can't I talk? I haven't even had a drink tonight, y'all. See, this is just what it is. Disposable Amazon. They came off of Amazon. Clean skin. Oh, I remember that. I think her phone died, y'all. Okay, let's get physical. Love the name, right? Hey, Mick. Willie, I'm gonna make sure I got you down, brother. I'm gonna make sure she gets you her exfoliator. And I'm sure she'll come back. Um, y'all, it is 7:10, and I haven't even gotten half of the questions in that I wanted to ask. Tracy, I got you, hun. I'm gonna make sure. So if she makes it back, I'm gonna ask your question, Tracy. But y'all, do you see how knowledgeable she is? I hope you're listening to everything she's saying and picking up. Like Terry, in regards to your question about the micellar water, I think you have to be know what kind of skin you have. Oil, as she was saying, oil to oil, and blah 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 blah. Girl, woo! Find her, ask her, and she's back. She didn't plug that phone in. And she's plugged her phone in and she's coming right back. I just saw her pop in. But I told her I would only have to bring her hair back for part 2. I know, right? Like, oh, I have to. It's insane. Like the wisdom and the knowledge. I don't know if y'all were taking in everything that she was talking about. Wait.
It's my first time, okay? I gotta run over to the other phone because I have 2 phones. I have the beauty phone and then my phone.
Uh-huh.
Go over and plug it in, and the thing's not even plugged in. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
You're more than fine. I was writing down the names and the people that you need to get back to in regards to certain products, like Jay with the disposable Amazon wipes, and Willie, your exfoliator. He said he likes the name. So what
Ooh, that you can't help but
I'll
see
make
it when
sure
you do it.
I'll make sure he gets one of your exfoliators. Uh,
No.
so Tracy, I live in and then I'm not going to keep you longer. I live in Colorado, which is so they said we need a part two. They said we need a part two because there's still so many questions in here that I got.
Oh, I love that.
So she said, I live in Colorado, which is an extremely dry climate, and my skin is so dry. No moisturizer has ever made my face not feel dry. Any ideas?
It's funny because I have a client who they live in Colorado, but her son, he does the motocross thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever, what is it, Supercross, whenever I feel bad because I always say I'm going to go and then I never go. Whenever they're in town for Supercross, she comes and sees me and
Mm-hmm.
she has Colorado skin. And so she always laughs that, this is her perk. But then when she goes home, she's like, no, come with me, open a studio out here. But
Well,
yeah, right. I don't like cold. No freaking way. Sorry. Nope. It is beautiful during the summer, though.
it is beautiful. It's beautiful in the winter too to visit.
No. The white stuff. Nope. Nope.
So, do
Nope.
you have any moisturizer ideas that you recommend?
So, usually for people that are dealing with like the dry, chapped kind of skin, again, pH balance is going to be your very best friend. Drinking a plethora of water is going to be absolutely huge. Like for my client from Colorado, I usually give her, I have a product called Tired as a Mother, and that one is primarily chamomile oil. So it's just so healing to the skin. That's going to be a huge thing for anybody that has like that chapped skin, things that are healing to the skin. Colloidal oatmeal is really good for the skin. The hyaluronic acid. If she wants to send me a message on Instagram or on Facebook or text me or whatever, I'd be more than happy if she wants to send me a picture so I can kind of see what's going on with her skin. And then I can help recommend some things for her. That
Right.
goes for anybody.
That's right. Speaking of that, so I can get you off of here. Your products, how can people order them?
Oh man, I am so not cool and clearly not good with, like, even when you ask me how to do this, I'm like, wait, what do you want me to do? I don't get it.
She absolutely was, y'all. She was like, go live, huh? What?
What does this mean?
Now, how do I do that? She's like, I want to do it. I was like, great fun. But how do I do that? No, you're starting to freeze on me again.
I think it sounds good for sure, but how?
Well, I tell you what.
I haven't started shipping yet. What?
But
What?
I said, but
I haven't started shipping yet, but I will soon. I have to. Because you know what? So many of my clients have left California with my heart. And so now all over, they're like, I need this, I need that. I'm like, okay, I need to figure something out.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay, so here goes the question then. How can we purchase your products and where can we make an appointment to come see you?
Oh, I would love for you to come see me. I know you still need to come and book one of my new protocols because it's different than the last facial you got.
I've been seeing the new stuff that you're doing. The whole I need the experience, and I want to write my positive quote experience. Oh man, it's starting to break up. No. Okay.
My Beauty by Beat phone is like 4G, so you're like cutting in and out on this one.
Okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna make sure I got you then. We're gonna have to just do it again. The name of her salon. Who was asking this? Oh, Trish. Okay. The name of the salon is actually Beauty by B. That's the name of her actual salon. So what I'll do tonight, as soon as I'm done, And even tomorrow, I'm going to reshare this video because it always gets 1,000+ views the next morning when I posted everything because everybody's on different time zones and such like that. I will tag her. I will tag her Instagram page as well. I'll put her website and I will put the phone number. And I think that's all the information you need to get to her. But she's out here in California in the LA area, Riverside County. Nothing but a good old drive, and trust me, it's worth it because your face is it's yours. Take care of it, you know. Uh
Well, and
Lovely.
it's poppy season, so the drive is beautiful.
Girl, I
I should
remember.
tell people that, should I?
No.
Because they will fight you and fight you stop and look at their poppies, apparently. So you're good.
I remember the first time we moved out to this area, and I could not get to the grocery store. And I was like, and I mean, I'm at least, I mean, the grocery store, the mountains are at least about 2 or 3 more miles. I
Yeah.
couldn't get to the grocery store. And once
The
I found,
hill.
you froze up. I think you can
But
still hear me. But girl, once I found out that it was some flowers, the poppies, when I found out it was flowers that was making me late for every event I needed to get to, them damn poppies,
yep.
them damn poppies.
We had a lady, it was crazy. So our front slope and front lawn, I used to be so upset because I was like, you're just, and so people are and
Hey, I gotta stop you. I have to stop you if you can hear me. Because
with
it's
a
got
naked girl.
bad. If you can hear me. It's got you breaking up really bad. If you can hear me. Really, really bad. Okay. I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's safe to say we have to do a round 2. Uh and I've kept you past my promised time anyways. And if you can hear me, hold on. What now, Greg? No, I'm still talking to you. Gregory, I'm live. Hi. I'm a cook. I'm a cook dinner. Okay. Okay, bye. Back to my regularly scheduled program. He was gonna blow my phone up until I answered that phone for him to find out if I was gonna cook dinner. So for everybody who wonders if I cook or not, okay. Superstar slash rock star. Okay. I said that wrong. Housewife. That's what I'm gonna say. Housewife. I'm a Southern girl. Don't ever get it twisted. I am a Southern girl, honey. So I'm gonna go make that dinner. However, I really thank y'all for being here. I hope she said something to help you. Jesus, I know she blew my mind with a lot of information that she gave. Jesus, I got to go throw some buckets away in my restroom now because it's not doing nothing but sitting on top of my body, according to what she said. And I trust what she said because, again, I told y'all all of her accolades prior to me even starting tonight's Naked Truth Thursday with all of her 5-star reviews on Google, 5-star reviews. And I mean, not like, oh, she got 5 people who said something. She's got 100+ people like leaving these reviews for her. Google, Angie's List, Yelp, all that stuff. But I'm going to link everything of hers when I repost this video. So by all means, thank y'all for being here. Support her. I will bring her back. And I love y'all and see y'all again tonight in the morning for sure next Thursday because it's promo time. It's promo time. And I got to get that skin right or keep it right, whatever it's doing right now. Okay. Have a wonderful night. And thanks for sticking around, y'all. Through it all, because Instagram even shut down. But I heard Instagram's been acting weird lately, like the past couple of days, anyways. Yeah. But yeah, it was just glitching. Anywho, I love y'all. Have a wonderful night.